So, in addition to this TNA WWE crossover, seems like we have something very, very interesting going on with one Mr. Ethan Page. Now, the last time we heard from him, he was an AEW superstar. I think the last match he had was for the world title in Canada. If I'm not mistaken, y'all can check me if I'm wrong. He shows up to NXT. Apparently, he's behind the attacks of multiple members of Metaphor, and then he attacks Trick Williams. Not only does he do all these things, he challenges Trick Williams for the NXT championship for once again this Sunday at NXT Battleground. I think this is exciting. Ethan Page is someone who I have always had in a high regard. I believe that he's been a good in-ring performer. I believe that he is good on the mic. I think he's great on the mic. I think he has a lot of charisma. I think that he has a lot of poise and a lot of demeanor. And I feel like he just didn't get that opportunity in AEW. I feel like there were a couple times, like I think when they did the Men of the Year, that faction with Scorpio Sky, I think they had something there. But I feel like Ethan Page should have had a TNT championship run. I feel like he could have been an international champion. I think he could have even eventually been the world champion. But, you know, I feel like I don't think it was a matter of him being underutilized as much as it was there were so many other talents in AEW at that time that it's like there were so many things that they were already putting their focus on. And because of that, I feel like they just dropped the ball with Ethan Page significantly. So I'm glad that he's in NXT. I feel like the story in which he has been placed in as far as like, oh, well, I'm not signed to an NXT contract just makes it very interesting. And I love the fact that he's already being inserted into the main event championship picture because he's a main event guy, in my opinion. When it comes to NXT, Ethan Page is a main event guy. To be honest, I feel like he could be a main event guy on the main roster as well. He just has that charisma and that it factor. So I'm very, very excited about that as well. But yeah, I want to know how everybody feels about NXT signing Ethan Page, all ego Ethan Page. I mean, this is not the first time they've gotten a AEW talent. I mean, they got Shawn Spears as Shawn Spears, not Ty Dillinger, which was interesting to say the least. But how do you guys feel about Ethan Page joining NXT? Let me know in the comments below. But we're going to be moving on.